Hi guys, and welcome to this week's USATT equipment review. I'm Matt Hetherington, and this week I'm reviewing the Gambler Zero from Zeropong. I was really interested to try some of the newly developed products from Gambler. It's a brand that hasn't really had that much exposure over the years in table tennis, and they've started to make some new products, and Gambler Zero is one of them. So I received the Gambler Zero rubber and a Gambler Wingwood carbon blade from Zeropong, and had a chance to test it out across a number of different areas of the game. So as I warmed up and played a lot of backhand and forehand topspin with the rubber, I felt it was quite easy to use for the simple strokes. It has a lot of control. I didn't really feel the same amount of kick that you would get from a more reactive sponge. So I think that even though the top sheet was reasonably grippy, the sponge was a little bit kind of plain, but I did manage to get great control, and I was able to produce a good amount of spin on, particularly on my looping shots later on during the review. I was really shocked to find out the price of this rubber, which I didn't look at until after the review. It is incredibly well priced, and to find table tennis rubber and also the blade, the Wingwood carbon, to be that higher quality for its price was really surprising for me. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed trying the equipment out. I put it through a lot of different tests, as I usually do. Definitely felt it was better closer to the table, and I had to really kind of follow through on my strokes. I had to get a little bit more acceleration. So whether I added a little bit more rest at the end of my shot, or I kind of played through the ball a little bit more, I was able to generate a good amount of spin on the ball, and I worked my way through a whole range of strokes, whether it was serve, receive, or blocking, or attacking strokes. So you can see here with my block, I actually found it quite easy to use when I was blocking. Anything that involved control, if it was a simply executed shot, or if I was trying to control faster pace coming towards me, I did find it quite simple to use. So I tried to be a little more aggressive during the drill, so there is a lot more. I really wanted to test its abilities to play the first opening ball, and especially on the follow-up as well. I struggled a little bit with like strong, more powerful third ball attacks. You definitely had to do a lot more weight transfer. You really had to kind of whip through the contact, which I generally do a little better on my backhand. So when I was playing forehand, I tended to play a little bit more towards the fifth ball. I had more success kind of brushing up the back of the ball more, and then trying to follow it up. And even then, I didn't really try and play powerful shots. It was a lot more direction change, and like I'd change and switch down the line, or maybe I'd change the spin. Sometimes I played inside out. I found that those areas where I was able to control the ball more, there's quite a high amount of safety. And even going into these small like serve receives, whether I was flipping or drop shotting or pushing, I maintained quite a high level of consistency and reasonably good quality across all of the shots. So it has like a very good range. I don't think it's an overwhelmingly powerful rubber. It's difficult to hit winners, especially against underspin, but you can still do quite a lot with it. So I had a couple of instances where I ended up a little further back from the table. It's not too bad. It has some range further back. It's better off. I still feel it's better off in that kind of middle range control pace. So maybe 70% pace is kind of what it's best suited to. once you go further back from the table, it's a little bit difficult to control the angles that you need to play at, because we do need to play a little bit more up the back of the board to get a good arc. I felt, in a lot of occasions it was quite low trajectory, so I had to add a bit more grip. I really had to kind of accelerate through the contact to try and get more spin and add more safety. Overall though, I mean, as I said, when I looked at the price on the website after doing this review, I was kind of blown away, because it's very difficult to find, these are professionally produced products, and at these prices usually you're looking at kind of recreational equipment, but this is well produced equipment, and it has good range, good control, and it just kind of appeals to a huge number of players. So make sure you check out my written review on USATT.org, and thank you for checking out this week's equipment review.